Hello and welcome to History Respawned. I'm John Harney. If you're a subscriber to the channel, you might have noticed it's been a while since we uploaded something. I wanted to upload a short video to say hello and to maybe talk a little bit about kind of where the videos have gone and maybe some videos to come in the future. So the short version is, for those of you who liked our videos in the past or come across our work, is that Bob and I really enjoy talking to scholars, sharing their reactions to video games and their kind of discussions about video games with people who like video games. We like exposing those scholars to the value that people like you, like we, assign to video games, the cultural value of that. And it's something that's been very kind of, has been very important to us, and it was an objective of History Respawned from the very start. You may have noticed that the videos kind of slowed down. You might have noticed that I slowed down a bit sooner than Bob did. The reason for that is we both have young families. Our jobs got complicated, but for good reasons. And it's a lot of work to do those kind of classic videos. We value them very much, but you've got to figure out who to invite that person. We very much didn't want guests to be only scholars who were already interested in video games, so you'd often have to prepare footage for those people. Then you have the conversation, which has to be recorded in a way that makes sense, and then you have to edit it afterwards. And so unfortunately this all kind of added up, and so the content began to slow down. So as things stand, I'm not sure where those videos are, if they come back or they don't come back or so on. I'm not sure. What I am going to start doing is once every week or so, upload a video like this, which is going to be me talking about probably a game that I've been playing. I want to talk about kind of just general historian discusses video games type content that I hope you will find kind of interesting. As you're probably gathering from this whole setup, I'm trying to figure some things out. What would that look like? I'm using my phone as a microphone, for example. What are ways to kind of make this kind of an interesting channel? I will say the goal is to kind of keep things lo-fi and just kind of have a way to kind of update you on kind of how we're doing. Bob and I are both working on books in the game studies space, and so I hope that we'll have something to share with people in the medium to kind of long term. So rather than just say let's have no content until we're in a position to do the classic videos again, I decided, well, why don't I kind of give this a shot? And I checked with Bob, and he kind of said, sure, why don't you give it a shot? And so that's what we're going to do. So we'll see what it's like. I mean, I've kind of been itching to talk to someone. I can talk to a camera about Assassin's Creed Shadow, for example. I kind of want to talk about Menace, which I recommend. It's a great game. Not really an historical video game in the classic kind of sense, but that's the kind of thing that I'm hoping to post, like 7 to 8 minutes, maybe 10 minutes of just me talking about a game and things that I kind of find interesting about it. Hopefully that is interesting to you. Hopefully it's useful to you. Always feel welcome to reach out to us, to say hi, to say hello in the comments, all that kind of thing. Let's try this for a while and see how it goes. And before I go, I want to take a quick chance to thank you. If you're a subscriber to the channel, thank you just for clicking on the video. But, History Respawned has a fairly significant audience here on YouTube. It has an audience on the podcast. The site does pretty well. And that's very... validating, I suppose, is the word for Bob and myself. And, Bob had this idea. He worked at it. I think he invited me to help him all those years ago. I think it created a lot of good stuff. And so it would be nice to keep that going in some kind of form and see where it takes us. So hopefully you find me in an office talking about games kind of interesting. We'll see how that goes. As always, thanks for your support, and we'll see you next time.